Drone strikes. When is it ethical or not ethical to drone strike somebody? If the number one bad guy in the world is standing in an open field, do we drone strike him? Yes, maybe. But if the number one bad guy in the world is standing in an open field surrounded by women and children, do we drone strike him then? So that's what we're going to talk about, okay? The government actually wants to talk about it this week because back in August, as to making this video, during the evacuation of Afghanistan, there were Marines who were killed in a suicide bomb attack. And of course, the U.S. military wanted to get revenge for the Marines. And so the Biden administration put out a report that we got him. We got the guy who planned the attack. Never mind, we didn't get him. We accidentally took out 10 civilians. And yeah, okay, we're sorry, bye. And so it's like, that's the issue with drone strikes. There's nothing personal about drone strikes. Half of the time, it's literally a guy sitting in Virginia or wherever, and he's just like, got him. Okay. And the other issue with drone strikes is it's very hard to accurately track how successful they are. Here are some numbers from the Bureau of Investigative Journalism. Okay, so they have reported, this is from 2010 to 2020, minimum confirmed strikes, 14,040. That's minimum. And out of the 14,040, 8,858 to 16,901 total killed. That's a lot. 910 to 2,200 civilians killed. And out of the civilians, 283 to 454 children were killed. Now, the reason why there's no exact accurate number is because who's going to give out those accurate numbers? Okay, so the CIA, for people who don't know, the CIA actually do have an annual report that talk about their drone strike usage and their effective rates. However, a lot of people criticize the CIA and say those are not accurate because if you cross-reference their report to people who are actually on the ground, like in Pakistan, Somalia, Yemen, their numbers are way off. Pakistan may report, no, you guys took out like 15 women and children, and the CIA is like, nah, we killed the right guy. So that's why it's very hard to actually track what's right and what's wrong. And a lot of the times it's case by case basis. Now, don't get me wrong. The U.S. military and the CIA are not like these killing machines and they don't have risk assessments. Even a week ago from the time of making this video, the top ISIS leader in Syria, they were going to take him out with a drone strike, but they didn't do it because they wanted to minimize civilian casualties. However, we all know what happened anyway. He blew himself up and took out civilians. So it's like, what do you do, right? And also, I mean, when is a terrorist ever sitting around in an open field just chilling? These guys are not stupid. If the U.S. military can find Osama bin Laden, which they were going to, Obama's options to take out Osama were like drone strike, carpet bomb, or send in SEAL Team 6. SEAL Team 6 was last on the list. Everyone was actually surprised he did the SEAL Team 6 option. But again, even Obama, who was known for drone striking people, didn't want to do casualties as well, or civilian casualties. So we'll see what Congress says this week. You know, they are well aware that there's a lot of criticism from around the world. I mean, again, it's like, what is a successful drone strike? If you take out the worst guy in the world, but you kill 50 people doing it, was it worth it? And you know, the defense is always, well, who knows how many more he would have killed in the future. And it's very easy, especially as an American, to sit behind, you know, where I'm just chilling here. I get to go to McDonald's after this. Okay, that sucks for them. Anyway, I'm going to forget about them in a week. But those families who go through the drone strikes, family members who die, it's like they live with that forever and they will always hate the United States. Or they'll hate whoever country drone strikes. It's not only the United States. Let's get that right as well. But again, that's been a topic of debate forever. It's just interesting to see that Congress now all of a sudden is like making this very public and are talking about something that happened all the way in August. So it seems they're feeling a lot of pressure from outside sources and media members being like, hey, nobody ever got charged for the whole attack in Afghanistan. Should somebody get charged? Like, who gave the go-ahead and said, this is the bad guy, take him out? Never mind, it was 10 civilians. Like, that's not good. That's a very bad look on the U.S. military and the CIA. So, we'll see what happens this week, and I'm on the fence about it. It's like, If Osama bin Laden is standing there and he's around women and children, and then you assess that to what he did with 9/11 and a bunch of other attacks, I mean, yes, I would say yes, we have to. But that's just the unfortunate part of war, you know? There is no right answer at the end of the day. Now, it's not like we take out a mosque. We're not going to take out a mosque and stuff like that, but it's a very, very difficult conversation. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Please leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.